Hey guys, welcome back. Modi 101 here, and we are back in Sky Factory 5, picking up a bit after we left off. Okay, so let me think. You guys have seen all this build. This room, hi, buddy. This room hasn't changed much at all, I think. One room that did change was this guy. This is our new hat display room. You can see these are the hat stands, and we've got all kinds of different things. There's the arrows we were wearing before. All kinds of fun ones. So that's our hat display room. Alright, so let me tell you a story. My wife loves pandas. Okay? She loves pandas. It's her spirit animal. She feels she's a panda. She can see herself, rolling off of a rope bridge. Okay? Anyways, so during the stream, she's hanging out, and so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do the trial for pandas. Get 2 or 3 pandas and whatnot. Well, I accidentally left the panda statue on, and I felt bad, but at that point I knew I was gonna have to eliminate some pandas. Make my wife very sad, but we couldn't have pandas running amok. And then anybody who watches the streams, I mentioned the videos are we'll call him good buddy in this situation, Drag, decided to make it so that I couldn't kill the pandas anymore by simply naming all of them Heather. So we have a whole pen full of Heather pandas. So that was my stream. How was yours? Anyways, all right. So, and then of course we got lonely, so we made friends. Our dog golem did not survive through the panda battle over here, so I had to make a new one. He was teleporting to me, got teleported in there, got ran over. So. Other than that, I think that's the majority. I did do a little cleanup in here. I made ourselves a small kitchen. There's really not a cooking mod in here other than the thermal. Let's see if I can find some of the thermal foods. Like the eggplants and the onions and other stuff like that. This is a little closet, I guess, where the stairs were. I moved the stairs from over here up here so that we didn't have to have that weird entrance up here. Moved our bed under this window, and let's go ahead and sleep in it. All right, so you're pretty much caught up. We didn't do anything with this room yet, where our humanoid little friend is hanging out, but we decided to start something in this room. And we're going to need this area for what we're doing as well. And what we're going to get into, because I was looking through the book, and let's see if I can find where it's at. Didn't care about power, age of life. We've done some of the stuff. Gateways. Farming we could play with. And that was actually where I was thinking about going. And then I saw Ars Nouveau. Age of Magic. So yeah, we're going to do a little bit of the old Ars Nouveau stuff. So this is going to be where we're going to be doing our magic room. And we'll see if it's enough room and we can do everything here. So, in our book, the first thing it says is make a source gem. So let's look that up real quick. To get I guess I should type the whole thing. To get a source gem, we need to put lapis in an imbuement chamber. Okay? And as you can see, we got a lot of stuff over here. So to make the imbuement chamber, I don't know if I'm saying that right, we need archwood planks, just any of the woods from that, and some gold. So we got a whole bunch over here. So let's go ahead and we'll grab this and some gold. Okay? We'll get some planks. Like so, and boom and boom. And now we have this chamber. Then we just set this guy down. For now, we're just going to set him there. And you can see he's pulling a little bit of magic, a little bit of source into it. So we're going to take one lapis, put it in there. We can only put it one at a time. And it says crafting source gem. Add source nearby to increase crafting speed. So we need to get source. The way I like to do that is this fella here, a volcanic source link. But we need 2 gems. So we're going to let this guy keep going while we're waiting on that. We're going to come over here. We got a handy dandy bucket. And we're going to go ahead and go here. And now we can pick up, because we have an iron bucket and we don't set ourselves on fire. All right, so we got the lava we need for this guy. Now, this guy basically what it does, you set it down, you throw wood at it, it converts the wood into source. All right, we'll get into what source is in a minute. It's basically the mana for this or the fuel for this thing. But what it does is it takes blocks, we're going to set it here, and it turns blocks in the lava as kind of a byproduct. And I just want to make sure, I'm hoping we don't burn this area down, or there's just going to be some cooked heather panda everywhere. All right. And I will say, wrong button. I do very much enjoy how colorful this is. Our entire island, but mostly that part. All right, so there is our first gem. We're going to do that, and while we're waiting on that guy, we're going to go ahead and click that. All right, so while we're waiting on that, we're going to figure out how to make the main source book. This is how this mod works. Not a lot of you guys know how all this stuff works, but I'll explain it just in case. Basically, we can make a lot of spells that we can use for everyday life, and this book is how we get that started. So while that turns into a source gem we're going to need, we're going to head over here. That guy's dancing, dancing, dancing. All right, we are going to grab some of our iron. We're going to grab some sticks, and we're going to see, do I have any books? I have leather, so we'll grab that. And I think, weirdly, I took all of the sugar cane over to our kitchen. You know, sugar. Somewhere there it is. Let's go ahead and just grab this. We'll turn this all into paper and keep it over here. All right. So the idea is that you can use this book to be all your tools. I never really do it that way. Maybe we'll mess with it this time. So what we need for this book is we need a pickaxe, a shovel, an axe, and a sword, all made of iron. So did I put the iron away? I didn't even use it yet. What's wrong with me? All right, so we're going to go ahead. We got ourselves a sword. And now we'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we'll go a pickaxe and a shovel. Boop, boop. And then we got ourselves an axe. There we go. And then we're going to make this book and click. And there we are. Sweet. All right, let's put this iron away for reals this time. Put the sticks away. And head back over here. All right, so back into our magic room, and we have our second gem. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to go ahead and make this volcanic source link. And there we go. Now, before we really start using this, we need to make a source jar. And for that, we need glass and archwood slabs. I don't think I can grab glass. So, luckily our island isn't too big, so we can just go over here and grab it. So, let's go ahead and grab some glass. We do have some. Perfect. And we're going to make ourselves multiple source jars. And let's hope that we don't burn down our island. All right, so we're going to grab some more of this. We're going to go ahead and make a bunch of slabs. And then let's go ahead and make like 5 source jars for now. Let's see if we have enough slabs. We do. Cool. All right. So once again, source is kind of the lifeblood of this mod. And the way you do it is you throw wood at this volcanic thing. It burns that wood into source. And then there you go. Let's go ahead and clear the weather. Rain is so annoying to me. All right, so let's see how this goes. It's been a while since I've done this. So we stick this here, okay? Then we're going to take our source jars, and we're just going to set them down like that, okay? And then you can throw pretty much any wood at it. The woods from Ars Nouveau give you more source, and the blazing archwood from Ars Nouveau gives you the most. So you can see that it's kind of sparkling once I threw it. And if you notice here, this is now 7% full. You'll see a beam come across. Now we're at 13. Just watch for the beam. Every time the beam goes across, it goes up. And when you have, and it's basically just going to go to the closest one, right? So once this one is full, or I pick it up, it'll just go to one of these two and start filling them up. You know, this stuff will despawn, but generally it's going to get used before it despawns, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, so we're going to let this guy fill up, and once he's full, we're going to do some more source gems, but they're going to go a lot quicker. All right, so if we go into our book, because we don't want to forget about that, make a spell book, check. Generate source for machines, check. All right. And then we want to make a scribe's table. So to make a scribe's table, that's, we can technically get rid of this guy, that guy, that guy, and that guy. We're getting there. So a little bit of gold, a little bit more of the main wood, which you can use here. A couple gold nuggets, and I think, right, it's slabs, yeah. So we're gonna go slabs. We're gonna go some nuggets, and then not those ones, these ones. And we're gonna go like that, and we now have a scribe's table. So we'll set this guy. Oh, why does it gotta go that way? All right, well, let's put it over here then. Really? There we go. All right, so this is our scribe's table, which we're going to use here in a bit. Let's go, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. We're going to stick with this wood, and we're going to go ahead, and we're going to make ourselves a few stairs. All right. And I'm going to come over here, and you know what? Honestly, I don't like, I want that table this way, so maybe we can do it like this. There we go. And then I'm thinking about putting some of these like that. And then we'll pick this guy up and stick him right there. So he's up on a table, right? Let's make another quick set. There we go. And we'll make it kind of come around the corner like this so we have a little bit of room. All right, so there's that. Let's run over here and see how this is going. All right, so we got 80% full. Now, if you notice, we got a magma block here. If we let this keep going, it will turn into lava. I actually am going to pick up... Oh, there it went. I waited too long. All right, let's make sure that's not going. So this guy is 80% full. We're actually going to pick him up. And I'm going to throw another stack of this stuff there. And we'll come back and check this in a second. All right, so basically this is the fuel that any of these machines work. So I'm going to stick one here, and it's a little bit of a ways away, but it should be fine. And now when we click this, oh, okay, apparently this is too far away. I thought it could be that far. We'll stick this right here. All right, so as you can see, this is now going down, and boom, that's already done. It's so much quicker with the source, because it's basically just giving it more fuel. So there we go. All right, so let's go to our book, make a scribe's table. All right, so this is where this book is going to get a little tricky for me. Use a crush spell to automate sand and gravel. Ooh, I want that. Okay. Well, let's I don't know how exactly I'm going to do this, but let's look at the spells. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to write tier. No, okay, hold on. Let's try crush. Right here. Okay, and these are glyphs. All right, there we go. All right, so these glyphs. Okay, how do I do this? How do I explain this? It's been a while. So these glyphs are spells. They're things that you can use. So these ones here decide. So when you make a spell, you have to decide what it affects. So your options are projectile. So whatever the spell is, it's something you're shooting. Self, whatever the spell is, you're casting it on yourself. Touch, meaning whatever spell it is, it's when you click whatever, a block, a mob, whatever. And then underfoot, this one we haven't gotten to yet. But those are pretty much the main ones. You shoot them, you do it to yourself, you touch them. Okay? Then you have these. These are kind of add-ons. So this adds a bigger area of effect. This accelerates it, amplifies it, dampens it, and all of these things. And then these are the actual spells. So we have Glyph of Access Ender Inventory. And see, we're looking for tier 1 glyphs. These are, and they're all kind of mixed in, which is kind of annoying. But I have unlocked tier 1 because we made the book. So we're looking for Crush. Let's see if we can find Crush. Crush, there we go. That's a tier 2 glyph. That's a tier 2 spell. Okay. So to do that, we have to make the next book up. Novice, Mage, Archmage, and then, well, Creator. We're not going to make that one. To make this one, we need Obsidian, we need Diamonds, we need Quartz, and we need Blaze Rods. So that's a pretty big jump just to get to tier 2. Okay. But yeah, I mean, well, let's see. Let's see what we can do. Let's look at a Blaze Rod real quick. So actually, let's do this. Let's get this Crush one, and we're actually going to put, see, we're also going to need Earth Essence, so we're going to have to get that as well. Where'd it go? Did we lose it? Oh, I guess I can just do this. All right. So, the second book is what I technically was doing. All right. So, let's look up Blaze Rods and see. I mean, killing blazes, I guess. A crushing macerator. We put in netherrack, and we get back cobblestone with a small chance of blaze rods. We could make this machine. Ooh, now we're getting into a whole nother line of stuff. We may have just opened a rabbit hole and put blaze powder that we can get from. See, I don't understand how this thing works. We make a block of pumpkin spice lattes, and then we put it in this machine, and it makes this stuff, I guess. We could get into occultism, the Crusher Spirit, pulverizer. We'll see. We're trying to get to a blaze rod. This stuff, see this stuff. I don't know how we make this. I don't know how we get that. You have to look into that. Or we try and go to the Nether, which I don't know if that's something we can. Is that something we can do right now? Can we go to the Nether? Will there be a Nether? If there is a Nether, I guess there might be. Let's go over here and check this out. All right. This seems to be okay fire-wise. All right. Let's go ahead and do this. Get this going. All right. Well, let's at least make the stuff that it told us to make. All right. And that is to make an enchanting apparatus. All right, let's eat some. So the enchanting apparatus we should be able to make. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. It's this guy here. And what we need is we need the gold, we need a diamond, but we need source stone. Source stone, if we click through all of this stuff, we're going to see it is just a source gem surrounded by some sort of stone. So let's just go over here. We should have stone. Yeah, we have some right here. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to take one of our source gems, which are super easy to make now. We're going to go like that, and that's going to give us 8 of this. And then we're also going to go ahead and grab ourselves a diamond. And then we're going to go ahead and make this guy. Now, I have to remember if we need, let's see, if we need bookcases or not. Maybe not. Alright, enchanting apparatus. We'll go ahead and set this guy right here. Must be placed. Oh, an arcane core. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. All right. Arcane core is this fella. Once again, not impossible to make. Let's see if we actually already have all the stuff. We might, and we do. All right. So we'll actually set this here. And I'm going to be honest with you. It's been a long time since I used this. All right. No recipe found. Pedestals must be within 3 blocks. Okay, so we need to make arcane pedestals, I think. All right, well, let's see. And I don't know how many we need. There is a book for this mod, I believe. Let's go ahead and look up. Wow, it's been a long time. What is it? ARS. Wow, okay, that's right. Let's see. I know there's obviously, what are these things? Thread of depth. Hold left shift for more info. That's weird. Okay. Is there just a normal book? War notebook. Okay, here it is. Okay, we just need a book and whatchamacallit? You know what I'm talking about. Do I still have the paper on me? I do. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves another piece of leather. Lapis. That was the word I was trying to figure out. All right, come up like this, and then like that. And this is the, oh, you know what? I think we actually have, now that I think about this, hold on. How do I get this back? No. We already have it. It's right here. Okay. So there we go. Rituals, performing rituals. No, that's not what we're looking for. Let's go back. Source. Enchanting. How to enchant. The enchanting apparatus may add new enchantments or upgrade existing ones by using source and items. To begin, select a level 1 enchantment and add its items to the pedestals. Place a jar of source nearby and use... Okay, hold on. Let's see, does it give us a thing? Okay. The enchanting apparatus uses pedestals and source for crafting. To use the enchanting apparatus, place any number of arcane pedestals within 3 blocks of their with their items. Once you have filled the pedestals, use the middle item. Okay, all right. So these pedestals aren't that big of a deal to make. What are these? Can be placed in any direction. Can be used to place. Oh, platforms instead of pedestals. Okay, there's the apparatus and there's that guy. Yeah, so I'm going to have to make some more stuff. But we, my friends, are at the end. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to figure out exactly how we want to work on it. I'm obviously going to get us more and more source, just so we have it. And, yeah, just kind of get set up and more, probably do a little bit more decorating. Now, this room isn't necessarily going to be the Ars Nouveau room. It's just going to be our magic room, because there is other mods now. Occultism is one. I already know we need a ton of room for all the stuff for that, but we can use this as the storeroom, and maybe we can put pentagrams out here just to make our little house a little bit more metal. You know what I'm saying? So everybody wants to be a little more metal. All right, so we're going to play around. We are going to try and get some spells in our book. And yeah, so we'll get on that in the next episode. So, all right, guys, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, don't forget, like, subscribe, click that bell, leave a comment, share on social media. All of those things help me out tremendously. If you guys want to watch the off-camera work on this, I do this every Tuesday at twitch.tv/Modi101 in what I call 2 for Tuesdays. That's where we do Seopolis Submerge for the first hour starting at noon, and then we do an hour of this, Sky Factory 5, obviously, at 1 p.m. Pacific. So they're back to back. It's all one stream. I just switch packs in the middle of the stream. So come check that out and help me out with any ideas you might have for that. And then don't forget, if you want to get on this server, make your own island, come visit my island. You can you can pet Goldie the dog over here. You can do that by becoming a Patreon, get access to this server plus 9 others, hang out in our Discord, be in our Saturday streams and our Saturday calls where all the funny stuff happens, and yeah, help support the channel by honestly helping support me and my family. So go check that out. And lastly, if you want to get your own server just like the one I use right here and I use for all of our servers, head on over to Host Havoc. Not only do they take care of gaming servers for Minecraft and a bunch of other games, but they will also take care of any web hosting needs. So if you want your own website, you can go through them as well. So go check out Host Havoc for all of that fun. And until next time, guys, I want to thank you all so much for hanging out, and we'll see you guys later. Bye!